Alright guys, welcome back. Today we are finally collecting my runes from the Collab Festival. I feel like I've been working on these runes for years. You'll notice there are 3 days left when I'm collecting these. I could have a little more, but this is the time I have to do this and make a video and play, so we're doing it. I got things going on next couple days, so I'm not going to really have a plan or a time to do it. So we're going to finally collect these runes. Here's where they are. They're both 2 off perfect, which, I mean, they've been 2 off perfect for like weeks now. So it's possible they could get a little better, but it would have to be plus 1 HP on the crit damage rune, plus 1 HP on the speed rune, or possibly plus 2 on either one, and then all the same substats. And, I mean, I've rolled how much energy into this? 62,000, and this is what I've had for the last 30 to 40,000. It's not changing. Maybe it will, but I'm going for it. It's fine. So we're going to collect them, we're going to roll them, and we're going to see how it goes. The Violent Rune, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. I chose crit damage with 4 grindable stats, the full grindable amount. The only thing it's missing is crit rate, which I'll make up on other runes, or the monsters will awaken into crit or whatever. This gives me the maximum value for my rune. I can grind everything. And pretty much no matter how it rolls, it'll find a use. If it rolls full defense, I have monsters. Full HP, I have monsters. I would love it to quad roll speed, but that's what I want everything to do. The other rune I took was a speed slot 2 Swift rune. Looking through my box, I use every one I have that's any good, and I can never have too many good ones. And so I took the same thing. I took the full amount of grindables, 3 grindable stats, and then whatever came up max first. It happened to be crit damage at plus 7. That's fine. That's totally fine. We'll use that. What I didn't want would be to take a HP slot 6 and have it roll into speed once or 0 times and be completely worthless. Whereas this rune I will put into use. Same with the crit damage rune. This rune I will put into use. So that's why I chose those 2 runes. So let's go ahead and craft them. And then let's go get them. I haven't done this either. I thought, just as an aside, where it said M. Bison also has various rewards prepared, I interpreted that as not these, something else would come, not this stuff. So I was wrong. I thought I'd have more choices than just this, but clearly that's wrong. So I guess I take mana, even though I don't really need it. 20 energy versus 100k mana, that seems like a no-brainer to me, but who knows. All right, let's go pick these runes up and roll them. We've got the Violent Rune, which is crazy. Imagine pulling this rune. Like, wow, that would be something. This rune, too, would be an amazing, amazing pull. Okay, now you get to watch me roll runes for forever, because that's where we're at. We're going to roll the speed one first, just because I feel like it's less interesting, because, you know, all we're looking for is high rolls. And into what? I don't really have a strong preference. High rolls is what we're looking for. We're looking for efficiency. Slap this on somebody. Give it an efficient rune. Alright, so that's 1 off perfect. We will take that. And if it can miss HP, I could make it really quite efficient, because then I could regem in HP. That would probably be my ideal roll. But now it's going to roll like minimum HP twice, right? Perfect. Roll into defense. Yes. We're 1 off perfect out of 2 rolls. That is the dream. Kind of wish these rolls would go into my Violent Rune, but, you know. Can't be too choosy if I'm getting good rolls. There's a lot of monsters that would like this, I think. Maybe not the defense specifically, but like high rolls, Swift Rune, yes please. What are we gonna get here? Watching runes roll. I love how my mana is just out of control lately. Like, since the auto farm, my mana's been nuts. Like, I feel like I'm like a high roller just because my mana just goes up over and over and over every day. I can never spend it. I used to be so strapped. Okay, so that is 2 off perfect? No, 1 off, wait, 1 off perfect, right? Because we start at 7, so max would be 21. So yeah, so we're 2 off perfect then. That was another 1 off perfect roll. Sweet. I think we actually want this to go into defense here. I think. What's nice is that no matter what it goes into, it won't be a 1 in each roll, so I can regem whatever rolls bad into a better version of itself or something different. Maybe accuracy if over HP, I don't know. But we'll just kind of see. That's pretty nice. Defense with crit damage. It's kind of funky, but I think it's kind of nice. It's just such a good roll. That's the best part. That's what I like. It's going to be juicy. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Wow. So we were at 17, then we rolled 23. So that's a max roll. So yeah, we're doing great here. We're doing real great. That is really, really cool for a defensive unit. I'm not sure who's going to use that or how they're going to use it, but we avoided the HP. We avoided the attack, which, I don't know, maybe something else goes in there. I don't know. But this is a very unique rune in my box, and it's going to do some cool stuff. So let's sort by crit damage. I guess we could do all. It is right here, my 5th highest crit damage rune. My highest is 25. And then if we go to Swift... Wow, I already have some high crit damage runes. This is the one with the most defense. Interesting. Huh. Okay, so... New rune. New interesting rune. Definitely better than that. I don't know. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to try. Just everything's... It's just interesting, the way it fits into the box. It's just something new. Defense-based nuker rune. Okay, let's go roll the main event. I guess we shouldn't sort by crit damage. It is here? Yeah, the main event. Looking for high rolls. We kind of used all our high rolls in the last rune, but hopefully there's more. Man, imagine if those crit damage rolls were speed rolls in this rune. Okay, so that was not a high roll. Oh, sad. Right into the HP too. So it was at 6. Now we rolled 5. Yikes. That was a bad roll to start. This is the opposite of the other rune. We rolled right into the low stat in a low roll. Bummer. So we're hoping to make that up here. First chance. Okay. Yeah. Max roll into defense. That's cool. We'll take that. Ideally now it max rolls into speed twice, and we've got ourselves a little rune. But, you know, what will actually happen? That's the real question. Even if it minimum rolls, it'll find a home. They're just too rare, but, I mean, high numbers. Let's go. 12 speed would be something. Trying to avoid the one of each again if we can. Okay, that's a little bit better. That was a 7, I believe. 7, that's not bad. So now we've got a nice tanky rune. Love to get a speed roll in there, but if we don't, we can just re-gem speed and grind it all out, and it'll find play. So that's okay. This is going to be okay. That HP could be sitting at 24, though, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but it's not terrible. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. 12 speed would obviously be ideal, and then I could just gem out the attack. But it's gonna be nice and tanky. Maybe a Veligewel or Tyrannus, something like that. Currently. Maybe Diana. Need a little more crit, though. We can get it somewhere. Rolled attack. Okay, so we avoided speed. It was a 6, so not ideal, but we can always regem speed up. It's kind of hard to get that, though, because the speed gems are rare, and they go, I think, 5 to 8. But I think it's worth a try. And I got lots of grinds, so that's something. I have not been grinding much. So let's see how it compares to my other crit damage runes. So let's see. This one is clearly my best. This was another event rune that just rolled. This is the event rune where you got to pre-roll the 2 initial stats, which is crazy. And it rolled perfect. It rolled max into attack, double max -1 into speed, and I re-rolled the HP. So that is my best rune by far. This rune, how does it compare? 13, 18. But see, this is the same rune except rolled a little more offensively, which is good because it has crit rate. But pretty low rolls there as well. This is my big old tank rune that quad rolled into HP. So I re-rolled the speed there. Only got 7. I guess I could bump up some of these stats. So this is clearly the more HP tanky rune. This one is kind of trash. It just happened to roll a little bit of speed, so I took it. That one's also bad. This one's kind of bad, but it's obviously a PvE. Yeah, rare. This one I kind of like. The speed's a problem. This one's clearly worse than the other one. Was that rare? Yikes. This is one of my ones that used to be my best. It was just my best speed roll. But it was just a triple speed 19, so not great. This one's bad. This is my new one. This one's not terrible. What is this? It's not terrible, but I think mine is currently better. So I would probably rank this as my 3rd or 4th best. Okay, let's do HP. So 26. So that'll be tanky-wise. It'll be my 2nd tankiest rune because it'll have HP and defense grinded. And this one just says HP. So that I think that's an automatic upgrade to Perna there. The speed's a bit of an issue. And then if we go to defense... So we're at 16 defense. So yeah, it slots in there okay. Not the best. I think the Swift rune was a better roll. But there we go. We started off with 2 pretty good runes. It's not as good as the event where you get to pre-roll your substats. That thing is crazy. But it's pretty good, so we'll take them. I mean, it's an automatically in the rotation type of rune. It'll probably see play an RTA when I grind it out. So yeah, so that's how they turned out. I hope yours go as well or better. And yeah, if something crazy happens, let me know, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.